Way down in the hole. Way down in the hole.
Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today, more of The Wire, Season 1, Episode 3, The Buys. Now, thoughts on the last episode are on the back half of that one. I watched those first two episodes back in July, waited till October to edit and post. Here we are, Episode 3. Thank you to the comments that helped point out things that I was kind of mixing up a little bit. You know, Avon Barksdale is not the same as, you know, Idris Elba's character, Stringer. When D'Angelo went in with like his girlfriend or his wife or whatever, and she said, "That's your uncle," looking at Avon, and then she said, "I thought he looks different," and then it just walked into the scene. So I wasn't sure if there was some sort of cross-identity alias or maybe some little soft mix-up of who's really in charge or what the deal is. I'm not entirely sure, but comments have straightened it out. I've gone to IMDb and looked up people I was curious about. And McNulty, I know him from 300 as the asshole senator councilman type. So yeah, with editing, I'm more familiar with the names, the associations, kind of what they're up to. And I think going forward now, it should be a clearer and better experience. I understand that this is a slower paced show. I thought that as I was watching the second episode and mentioned it. Comments posted on the first episode months later confirmed, yes, it's not going to hold your hand. It's going to take time. You're going to see the city, the influences, everything that's going on, and I'm here for it. So no more stalling, no more hesitating. Let's get into it. This is Season 1, Episode 3 of The Wire, The Buys. Here we go.
Shit is late. Yeah, they still viling up. Usually come off the chain street ready, but this time they got a vial.
You don't got any tussles, man.
Nigga, it ain't even 9 o'clock and you fainting on it. Get the fuck out of here, man.
It's like the guys in Generation Kill. The liquor stores are closed and they're asking the Marines, "You guys got Valium?"
So you just gonna take his money all day and treat him like a dog? How am I supposed to treat him? I don't know. But you ain't gotta punk him like that.
Punk this so. He goddamn drug addict. Oh, what? The customer's always right?
D'Angelo's gonna be trying to fucking give them some heart and like get them soft.
Shit, everything else in the world gets sold without people taking advantage, scamming, lying, doing each other dirty. Why I gotta be that way with this? Man, 5 will be down here about the bodies, yo.
Squires, young squires.
There's a chance to do it different. Oh, Bubs.
$5 make you a gallant motherfucker like this.
Oh, because he called him Squires, and he's like, a gallant motherfucker. He's like going on that knight shtick. Kima taking the pictures again. So if my voice appearance mind hasn't put you off yet from the channel, please check out the playlist tab on the channel. Whole bunch of shows, whole bunch of variety, and there might be something there that you like too. The king stay the king, D'Angelo. Okay.
What are we facing from the riot?
People's idea of police brutality is whenever we win a fight.
What does the state's attorney say?
He says it goes to a grand jury.
Kid lost his eye though, right?
Shitbirds throwing dirt at good police.
Just the same, Lieutenant.
Good police.
Sir, I would request that pending the grand jury review, Officer Przybylewski be placed on administrative leave.
Lieutenant.
I knew there was gonna be a something here. You don't linger unless you're reeling something back. I can't speak. More caffeine.
Did you know they were in the high-rises?
If he says no, then he's out of control of his team.
Yes.
If he says
I
yes,
screwed up.
yeah.
I tell you no. I'm putting my men in the jackpot. Should be off the street.
What can I say? The kid needs a little guidance, a little supervision.
No, if you're referring to him as the kid and he can't be trusted and needs supervision, he shouldn't be on the force. He shouldn't have lethal force. He shouldn't be in a position of authority.
And to compensate, Southeastern is sending you 2 new unmarked units and a surveillance van.
Plus, you need manpower while these guys are busy with this IID thing. All you do is ask.
This Barksdale, he's dug in. It may take more than buy bust.
Give me 3 weeks of good street work, and you'll see this through. Couple felony warrants, a little dope on the table. That's all we need here.
Just a little fucking show for the public and the cameras, you know. Wow, we're making a difference.
Are you saying that you know definitely that this man was not killed because he testified?
Well, we're looking into the possibility that Mr. Gant was involved in a street dispute.
What'd you expect him to do?
I know, grab the mic, shove Rawls to the ground, declare that all of Baltimore should rise as one because they're murdering witnesses in cold blood.
So you want us to get down to the housing department and pull this photo?
Excellent. You know, you and I, we think as one. We're like two horses together in harness.
Why don't you fucking do it yourself?
Wasn't McNulty and Kima running the show whenever Lance isn't around? How about do it because it's your fucking job?
Let's take a ride.
That one cop on the right, he looks familiar to me. It's like when I worked at the track, Preakness time around Pimlico, we would get off-duty cops and firemen to be escort drivers for the owners and trainers coming from out of town for the Preakness and the big races. That dude reminds me of one of the drivers that we had.
Yeah, man, this we got stepped on shit we got out here, get these fiends agitated.
Well, look at them. They still buying it, though.
Yeah, they buying twice as much and only getting half as high.
Yeah, but, yo, chess is a better game, yo. Can't be playing no checkers on no chessboard, yo.
Might as well just be using rocks or sticks, man. It's disrespectful to use chess pieces on it as checkers.
You get the other dude's king, you got the game. But he trying to get your king, too, so you got protected. And they run so deep, he really ain't got to do shit.
I like your uncle.
Yeah, like my uncle. And she is the go-get-shit-done piece. Remind me of Stringer.
Bald-headed bitches right there.
These right here,
That's us.
these are the pawns. So how do you get to be the king? It ain't like that. See, the king, stay the king, all right? Everything stay who he is.
They just skipped over knights and bishops.
In the game,
Set up to
they
fall.
get capped quick.
Yeah.
Unless they some smart-ass pawns.
This feels like the laboratory from Fringe, which I'm gonna restart the rest of season 1 soon enough.
This shit is prehistoric.
What else they got down there in property?
For them to say it's
Egg
prehistoric
tracks,
in
controls.
2002.
Fucking department's a joke.
Oh my god, this is a tape roll.
You can't send his ass in the projects with this shit taped to him. That ain't gonna play.
I'm a fifth wheel on a car that's going nowhere. Bring me home.
Soon enough. Look, you're my eyes and ears in this mess, right? And I don't want no more surprises. And you come home with a favor in your pocket. How bad is that?
Saxophones. They want to be brass, but they're still a woodwind.
The prez is in office. No police powers, no street work, nothing. If the builder catches fire, he stays in office.
What about her?
I wonder what you gotta do to get thrown off this police force.
Keep on with some of your shit, you just might find out.
This is Barksdale?
Maybe he's white.
The ghost of the tower, this pale guy hanging out somewhere.
No priors either.
He likes to work out and he used to box Golden Gloves when he was young.
That could be a clue of something. Yeah, he perked up. Either pictures at a boxing ring.
I think I got that from a DA file. From a CI who claimed to know him way back when.
You want to share something with the rest of the class? You're not being casual about leaving out in front of everyone right after this happened.
Got blue top looking for blues?
A few questions I want to ask you, Mac.
So who's your target?
Barksdale.
Who?
Yeah, back at the FBI, I remember this weird-ass room when he met his friend.
I've been working drugs for the Bureau since '98. I can tell you, got nothing on them that I know. Still, I owe you, brother. What do you need?
A couple of lightweight body mics, wireless, remote taping capability.
That's all?
Hey, where I come from, we're just happy to be in the 20th century.
Is it legal for the police to borrow shit from the FBI, or is it just a matter of they're allowed to use surveillance equipment, they don't have it, so they're getting it? Because as they just suggested, you know, 20th century equipment is great enough for them. They're so used to the old shit. I don't know what kind of distraction or diversion or hustle or what's going on here. Oh, is this just everybody lining up for their fix?
Yeah, you see that?
Was it frantic out here?
Third from the end. That's the stash. Some real raggedy ass shit here, boy. Very sloppy.
Oh, it's just them moving shit around. Like they're getting a bunch of people to be distractions for them so they don't know where they're moving to.
Mike is 8, Sean's 10.
So how often you get to see him?
Every other weekend. Trying to get more, but she's fighting me.
Why would she fight you on that?
She's getting even.
Getting even?
You must have been fucking around. I'm just saying.
You're right. Hey, Bubs, how come you got all this wisdom? Your life's so fucking hard.
I've been wondering on that myself.
I date women.
Well, there we are. Got something else in common. I date women, too.
In the beginning, you're in your radio car. Alone. Working your post. Most women are getting out that car.
Right.
Not without side partners showing up.
I've seen some videos of some failed apprehensions, and it's fucking...
Yeah.
It make...
Most of the women, they don't want to believe that. Some of the men, too. They don't even want to go there.
You think because you're gay?
I don't know. But is there any other fucking way to police?
Enforcement. It's not necessarily a passive engagement. Black on white plates and the best state flag, you know? Even CGP Grey liked our flag. Put it up there with New Mexico. I wonder if today he'll get her that drink.
22, 4, give or take.
On the low rises?
He's trying to get up out.
Ain't no new package. Just gonna put that same shit out in a different color gel cap is all. No matter what we call heroin, it's gonna get sold. That's a bonus right there. You make sure you buy something that you wouldn't otherwise.
Thanks, man.
He did good. He didn't ask about getting out of his station. He just like, yeah, we're doing good.
Remember me? I was in here the other day, you wanted a drink.
Did I get a drink?
Afraid not. Here's my uncle's place.
He said
You came to Orlando?
He said use your money to get something you normally wouldn't. And now he's blowing it right here, right now. I say blowing it, but...
My uncle's the money man.
You're talking too much.
Down past Dundalk, near the point.
Oh, the point. So you're a country girl.
All of a sudden, I think she's a narc. Just stripping to get undercover. That's dedication. West Side.
So, are you working with your uncle?
I'm his right hand.
Suddenly, I'm very interested in you because you're either my target or you're my money, so that's also a target. Ooh,
Bingo.
Motherfucker.
Where did you get this?
What do you think?
Detective Sidnar's ensemble is the latest in West Side Project wear. And I ain't showered in 2 days. I ain't shaved in 4. Right now, I'm one right nasty son of a bitch.
I'd say go for it and actually bust yourself up and be a little bruised up and...
What you think?
He sees through it.
This your man, huh?
It's my wedding ring.
Shit, you married to the needle, boy. Some yellow in your teeth. Fake bleeds on your hands.
Too much tread.
See? Be empty vials. You can't walk down the Baltimore streets without that shit cracking underneath your feet.
Yeah, there can't be any whiff, any subtle fucking loss of believing it. Ha! A little dance walk. Ha! A little stride. Yeah, but it's still a transaction if you give one guy money and another guy runs up and gives you a bag. It's like still a transaction, right? The dead drops and dropping the drugs here, picking up the money there.
You want to go back in?
Shit. We cut from every crew out here.
I'm a fan of method acting and adapting and sinking into the role. Not really Daniel Day-Lewis levels of it, but...
Well, now.
It's just as well. I'll give him the news tomorrow.
What happened?
He wants us to put everything we get into search and seizures and hit the projects Wednesday afternoon.
Lieutenant.
What?
I know.
Does he think that's what gets us Avon Barksdale?
The man upstairs wants to see a circus. A couple of days from now, I gotta show him 3 rings.
here's not enough time, not enough resources, and, you know, whatever.
This shit is fucking stupid.
No, we bring in some arrests, he takes him to the judge, he figures the judge goes
Oh
away.
no.
And then he
I
buries
used
the
this
fucking
microphone
case.
the other day and not this one. I might not be recording any audio. Let me see. I don't know. I hope it's good.
I'm not gonna help him gut the case. I'm sorry. I know he's your lieutenant, you gotta do what you gotta do. But I can't swallow this shit anymore.
We saw her before, right? Was she a district attorney or someone at the courthouse was talking with Lance, right? She said make lemonade. Why is McNulty here?
Why are you here?
I'm thinking about something. How do you clone a beeper?
What?
That's what I need to know.
Like spoof a number or something?
Judge signs something like that, you can clone a beeper.
Thanks.
That's it?
What? No.
Okay. I was sure there was something there. I didn't know how far removed.
You're married and a date is a room at the Best Western with the blinds closed. Now you're single and a date is you coming over unannounced to learn the legal requisites for a pager intercept.
Pretty much.
Their grunts are way too lined up. They gotta be offset a little bit. Fucking milliseconds. Way too syncopated.
As if you give a shit.
I think that's the first critique I've had of the episode.
You're an asshole, McNulty.
The fuck did I do?
You want something from carry out?
Yeah, Lake Trout sub.
Get the fuck in here.
Hey, yo, where that?
Move, go ahead. Ain't nothing here, yo.
Fucking head on. Where that, man? Where that, shorty?
Oh, these were the guys who were scoping earlier, but...
Kitchen. Under the sink. Hey, yo, go on and get that.
See, I thought these guys were watching the cops, watching their own people, but now this seems like a side thing going on.
Come on. Hey, what the...
Use the name in front of them, now they gotta die. You got these kids killed. No, they're not gonna ice everyone there, right?
Get the fuck out of here.
What the fuck? He's about to freak out.
So your man saw him get jacked.
Yeah, part of it.
And he gets the tag number?
Good man, that Bubbles.
I'm not going.
You're insubordinate?
I'm not jumping out on something I believe is going to harm the case. You want to write me up on that, you can't.
You think I want this? Come on, write it up. I can't jump out with the rest of my unit because my tummy hurts.
It's not going to help you gut this case.
It's like I want both of them to get along and both of them to do their jobs, but...
You're on medical. I'm on pause. Give me a vest.
Brzbilski. Blueski, that's what it is.
You got $20,000 D coming into your shop, and you ain't even around to see that shit right.
Omar. Omar, that's the name I heard. Wrong door.
Yeah?
Yeah, switched it yesterday.
Yeah, whoa, they got fingers on the trigger and moving guns around. That's a good way to accidentally pop one off.
Come on, man. Swing it. Why you swing it? Get the fucking ball. Spread your legs. Don't make me get your ass, too. Come on. Get it.
Clean. Not a fucking thing in there.
Pick any door in the low rises. What are the chances?
We ain't got shit.
The realization that McNulty was right, he wasn't comfortable with acting yet. None of them were, let's be real. Natty Bow. I still don't think I've ever had a Natty Bow as long as I've lived in the state. Something about that one-eyed Pringle-looking bitch, I just don't trust it.
I don't want to tell you in front of the girl, her being from narcotics and all. Daniels is dirty. The man's got a couple $100,000 more in liquid assets than any police lieutenant should ever have.
You took it to Burrell?
Yeah, he says, thank you, we'll take it from here.
And that was a year ago.
Maybe more.
So this is shedding some interesting backstory on Lance Reddick's character, Daniels, right?
If he's running your case, I just thought you'd want to know.
Thanks.
I mean, they have to do that, you know, the mash up and then peel back layers and reveals, and that'll explain motivations and beats. All right, and that is that. Hopefully my audio recorded correctly, and we will get to the outro. Season 1, Episode 3, The Buys. The early morning field interviews by Hurt, Carver, and Perez result in a minor riot. Okay. It's weird, I don't really have a lot to say about this episode. Like, it's the first one I've watched since I watched the first two back in July. So it's the first time seeing it, and I'm trying to burn in the information, especially now that I have identities, you know, corrected. Yeah, so we got some insight on Daniel's background and McNulty, you know, getting some information he didn't have from the FBI, and I'm going to assume for now that information is true and not a, you know, tainted or a slight or some sort of 3-4D chess thing. But the chess game with D'Angelo, right? That's his name. It's like he's trying to show compassion to the younger kids and show them it can be different, but then he's being soft though on when the money's coming or moving, and then they got ripped off. And I mean, I really shouldn't be recapping the episode. You all know the fucking episode. You know the whole damn show. It's just my thoughts on it are all over the place. Because, like, we got to see the police just wanting to push something through, make a scene, even though they weren't ready to. People don't want to be on the force or even on the team that are on the team. And people don't want to do their jobs. But then they finally got a fucking break with the Avon Barksdale, you know, boxing ring, Golden Glove picture that was, you know, dude who I don't know his name yet got from the boxing ring and brought back. It's interesting to me that we've gotten as much FBI as we have. Like, I really thought it would just be like a one-off thing when we met them, or maybe they'd come back in later, but it's like, no, we're talking with this guy, we're trading information, we're meeting places. Can he even be speaking about this stuff to McNulty? You know, how much of it is classified, how much of it is work, how much of it should stay bureau and should not cross over to police information? Bubs did a good job of, you know, it's not just looking raggedy and smelling bad. Your shoes gotta crunch, your teeth gotta be yellow, you gotta have bleeding knuckles. Like, the more fucked up you are, the more you'll blend in here. And they got a bunch of pictures, but then people were eyeballing them, and then I think those were the same people that jacked the place at the end and took the money. So, comments, you can kind of nudge me, you can kind of poke me in the right direction, but don't, like, spoon feed it to me, okay? I'm not as dense as I appear. Alright, so this is going to do it for me for now. Thank you all so much for being here. I kind of had to watch this third episode today, because even though I'm editing all weekend, I would need this video to be done, to be, you know, recorded and available for the same week. Hopefully I can get this out Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. Anyways, thanks for being here. I'm looking forward to the next one, and hope to see you then. Thanks again, and goodbye.